Tower, did you see that?
472. American 3130, go around, turn left end 350, climb maintain 3000.
Okay, left heading 350, 3000, American 3130.
Lucy 5347, go around, climb maintain 3000, flight
3000,
present heading, go around 3000, Blue Streak 5347.
Blackjack 3, can you return to base? Blackjack 3, proceed directly to Glebe. I need you to land. I need you to land immediately. Can you go to Dulles for a few minutes? Muscle 7, proceed due westbound, contact Dulles Tower 120.1. Muscle 13, can you go to Baltimore?
The United States has been rocked by a horror mid-air collision between an American Airlines plane and the US Army Black Hawk helicopter. All 60 passengers and 4 crew members on board the passenger plane are feared dead after the aircraft plunged into Potomac River and split in two. American Eagle Flight 5342 from Kansas was approaching runway 33 at Ronald Reagan International Airport when it collided with a Sikorsky H-60 just before 9 p.m. local time. Horror CCTV from the Kennedy Center showed the moment the two aircraft hit before the plane burst into flames. Hopes are now dwindling for rescue teams as they continue to hunt for survivors in the water, with officials warning there are many casualties. Rescue crews are grappling with dark and cold conditions as police divers and boats scour the freezing river. More than 300 emergency workers were at the scene overnight, with the airport's fire chief saying the operation will last for many hours.
Our units immediately responded and deployed 3 boats and immediately called for mutual aid resources. Again, as Chief Donnelly said, it's an active operation that's going to last many hours as we continue to work through recovery efforts and rescue operations. This will be ongoing for quite a while. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families and our communities, and we appreciate all DC's support to our agency and our federal partners.
Washington, D.C.'s Mayor, Muriel Bowser, said firefighters are working diligently in the cold.
Our fire department, DC Fire and EMS, supported by fire departments and police departments from across the Washington metropolitan region, are executing a rescue operation in the Potomac River. They are working diligently in very dark and cold conditions, cold water, to execute this rescue operation. We have had the opportunity to be briefed by American Airlines officials. I'm told that American Airlines leadership is on the way to Washington as well, and officials are in the airport talking to families now. We do have a 1-800 number where families should contact us. Should contact American Airlines for more information, and we will be providing that information shortly.
The state's emergency chief, John Donnelly, added, "There is wind, there are pieces of ice in the water, and because there's not a lot of light, you are out there searching every square inch of space. These are very tough conditions for men to dive in."
Good evening, everyone. I'm John Donnelly, Chief of DC Fire and EMS. This evening at 8:48, an alert was sounded, initiating a large regional response to a report of an aircraft crash on approach to the airport. This response includes first the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority's Fire Department, the District of Columbia Fire Department, the Metropolitan Police Department, and the U.S. Park Police. So it's a highly complex operation. The conditions out there are extremely rough for the responders. It's cold. They're dealing with relatively windy conditions. Wind is hard out on the river, so they're out there working. We're doing everything we can to keep them safe.
Bodies are beginning to be recovered, with 2 world champion Russian figure skaters said to be among those on board, according to TASS news agency. Married couple Yevgenia Shishkova and Vadim Naumov won the world championship in pairs figure skating back in 1994. The US figure skating team said several members of its own skating community were also on board. One heartbroken father told reporters his daughter's best friend was on the way back from an ice skating competition and was on the plane. Chilling audio from air traffic control revealed the final communication between the aircraft and air traffic controllers.
Tower, did you see that?
472. American 3130, go around, turn left end 350, climb maintain 3000.
Okay, left heading 350, 3000, American 3130.
Blue Street 5347, go around, climb, maintain 3000, flight path.
3,000
present heading, go around 3000, Blue Streak 5347.
Blackjack 3, can you return to base? Blackjack 3, proceed directly to Glebe. I need you to land. I need you to land immediately. Can you go to dollars for a few minutes?
Minutes before crash landing, the controllers asked the incoming plane if it could land on a shorter runway at Reagan National. The pilot said they could, and controllers cleared the jet to land on runway 33. Flight tracking sites show how the jet adjusted its approach after the call. Less than 30 seconds before the crash, one controller asked the helicopter if it could see the plane. The controller made another call to the chopper just moments later, saying Pat 25 passed behind the CRJ. Seconds later, the plane and helicopter crashed. After falling into the river, reports from the scene said the plane split into two. The chopper was also said to be on a training flight, with officials reporting it was found upside down in the water. Moments after the crash, another aircraft calls in to air traffic control. They say, "Tower, did you see that?" as they appear to reference the crash.
I don't know if you caught earlier what happened, but there was a collision on the approach in the 3-3. We're going to be shutting down operations for the indefinite future. If you want to go back to the gate, highly suggest you guys coordinate with the company. Let me know what you want to do.
All right, we'll let the company talk to them right now. Yeah, we witnessed the whole thing. You need the information from us.
An air traffic controller then redirects all planes heading to runway 33 to go around the crash site. Dozens of police, ambulance and rescue units, some ferrying boats, were seen racing to positions along the tarmac of Reagan Airport. Live TV images showed several boats in the water, flashing blue and red lights. The US Army confirmed that one of its Black Hawk helicopters was involved in the incident. It had 3 soldiers on board. Senator Roger Marshall of Kansas said, "When one person dies, it's a tragedy. But when many people die, it's an unbearable sorrow." The Ronald Reagan International Airport is set to remain closed for the time being. President Donald Trump has also reacted to the air disaster and said he's monitoring the situation. He claimed the incident should have been prevented in a post on Truth Social. Trump added, "I have been fully briefed on the terrible accident which just took place at Reagan National Airport. May God bless their souls. Thank you for the incredible work done by our first responders. I am monitoring the situation and will provide more details as they arise." There's not been a fatal US passenger aircraft accident since February 2009, but a series of near-miss incidents in recent years have raised serious safety concerns.